led to a nationwide revolution to fight against the military dictatorship. Myanmar was then ruled by the repressive regime of General Ne Win. Today, Myanmar is under another regime of oppressive dictatorship. 6 months ago, on the 1st February, our democratically elected government was forcefully removed and imprisoned by the murderous Myanmar military. During this time, 960 people have been killed and over 70,070 people have been arrested. Doctors shot and killed. Food supplies burned down. COVID oxygen plants burned down. Children killed in explosions. Women have been raped and murdered. SAC, the terrorist army, has repeatedly committed atrocities in our motherland for decades with impunity until today. The terrorist military crimes against humanity must end now. We owe it to our future generations and our volunteers. Today marks the 33rd anniversary of 8888. There shall be no 34. We invite everyone who cares for human rights, freedom and democracy to join us in the fight for freedom and democracy. There will be no 34. Hello, brother and sister. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for all coming. Before I invited a very special person, I just want to warm up, and I have got a lot of chanting because we need to get our voice heard. So if anybody got a paper like that, I can just time it, so just to warm up. So after first one, which is we used it before, and we know how it goes. For example, long live democracy, bring down military. That is quite simple. Condemn military, support NUG. Myanmar military, terrorists. Isolate the military, recognize our NUG. Take down the dictator right now. Now, this one is going to be very emotional because I feel that the world needs to hear us. So I say, I hear my people crying, and you say, I can't breathe. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, brother and sister, please. each of you has lost your family member. Okay? Whether your brother or sister or your mom or your dad or your uncle or your cousin, we have a lot of loss. We need to get our voice here of UK government as well, because they need to do more. So I say, I hear my people crying. Can you say it for me? I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Okay, so that's that. And the next one is I say, help us get the right to breathe, UK government. Yeah? So I can say, help us get the right to breathe, UK government. So next one is, I would say, Yemen needs oxygen. Yemen needs oxygen, oxygen. Yemen needs medicine. Next one, Yemen needs medicine, medicine. Yemen needs medicine, medicine. Okay, now next one is Yemen needs vaccine, vaccine. Okay, and then I say, when do we want them? Right now. Thank you. And then next one, what do we want? COVID-19. Yes. So COVID-19, I'm sure my colleagues will help to use another speaker so we can get out. So last one is again very emotional. We need the right to breathe. And then you all say, we have the right to be free. Okay? We need the right to breathe. Thank you very much. You did very well. And last bit, cut the lifeline of the evil. Well, thank you very much for your support. Thank you. And next one, I will do it halfway. I will touch the timer for you. And this one, for particular, is from my comrade inside the country, from Heidi, PDF, that he then sent me this. That is what he wants us to say. This is how we are feeling. So I will touch it in the halfway through. Okay, my brother and sister, today our first speaker is renowned journalist, worked for BBC Burmese service for over 25 years. She was imprisoned for accused as a British spy and imprisoned under Official State Secret Act, responsible for leaking the news, sentenced to 3-year imprisonment with hard labor, together with NLD, CEC, top leaders in Myanmar post 1988 uprising. And she now here working in the BBC Burmese and then retired this year recently and received OBE award from Her Majesty the Queen in 1997 as the first Burmese woman in post-colonial days. And she also, not only that, she also received Media Award from Amnesty International in 2010 and a special award for journalism and under threat in Burma. So, will you please welcome Nita Giyame? Auntie, please come. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. မင်္ဂလာပါအားလုံးကိုတွေ့ရတဲ့မင်္ဂလာပါတယ်ခုနချက်ကြီးရလဲကျမတို့လက်ချက်ပဲသွားပါပြီကျမဒီတက်စီရောက်နေတာ26နှစ်ရှိပြီလေ so most of them don't know me but the newcomers they don't know me so anyway I work for the BBC World Service at the Burmese section for 26 years I retired just this year but anyway I'm always keeping in touch with the media, with the Burmese people inside Burma, and the Burmese community around the world. So I know what is happening, and I was living witness what had happened in the 1980s and forward. So I know that you all tried very hard to have freedom for our country. Okay, sorry. Although I'm a broadcaster, I can't say louder than that. Anyway, I think you can understand what I'm talking. So anyway, I've heard that you've all tried very hard to support the Burmese people and the National Unity Government because we need help from all of you. You work for the 5 days. I know that you have to earn for your living. And then apart from that, you went shopping, you cook for the fundraising. I really appreciate all your effort and I really appreciate what you have done for the country. Because we never know how long this revolution will go on. Because it started since 1962, since New Wednesdays. And then, but we never give up hope. We had 74 students uprising, and then 88, and then 2007, the Month Revolution, things like that. And then now history repeats again. We thought that just because we had a civilian government elected officially in 2015, we thought that we had a good time since then. But our dreams were ambushed once again. So it is too much for us. It is really too much. Burmese people killing Burmese people and the enemies. We don't want to happen that. It's a shame, even in a Buddhist country, killing each other. It is too much, so we couldn't stand it anymore. So that's why I really thank you. And then there are many prisoners of conscience in the prison. The academics, the artists, the lawyers, till now. And then nearly 1,000 people have been killed. And that's why a very heartbroken events taking place day in and day out. And even yesterday, there was a shooting in front of the broadcasting service. Actually, I got the news from my colleague. The soldiers shot at the people. They stopped the cars passing by, and then some died because some were so afraid. They drove away the cars and they were shot from behind. So these things are still happening. So what shall we do? We need to ask the government to help us. But anyway, we asked help from the UN, we asked help from the ASEAN, but we became quite disappointed because they are very slow in our eyes. Things like that. So we have to keep on knocking their doors. We don't give up. This is our right. Because we are the member of the UN, we are the member of the ASEAN. Okay? So keep on knocking their doors, keep on doing what you have to do, demanding your rights, your basic human rights. That is freedom of expression and freedom of rallies and things like that. And I became a prisoner of conscience, political prisoner, when I was working for the British Embassy in Rangoon. That was in, because I was involved in the uprising. So at that time, I was the information officer at the information department. So my main duty is to gather news, to visit the political parties, the student organizations, and the ethnic organizations. So I had to gather news, and then I had to report it back to my ambassador. So the secret services, the intelligence people, they don't want me to go around gathering news, sending news abroad, but I wouldn't give up. So they started taking me to the interrogation camps for many, many times. I've been to the number 6 interrogation camp near Milano. I've been to YGI, but I don't with sunglasses, going and visit those press conferences, going inside the NLD compound, attending those press conferences. There are many descriptions, but I didn't give up. And then, whenever I attended the press conferences, after the interview, invited the guests to ask questions. And then only people, even the correspondents, they were so used to not to ask questions. So I felt so bad for her. So I started asking questions. What her next moves were, what are her next agenda, things like that. Then I got a letter from the Foreign Office through my ambassador. I can only attend those press conferences as an observer. I'm not allowed to ask questions. I was invited by the political party, an official party, an elected party, and yet I'm not allowed to ask any questions. So never mind, I don't give up. I give the questions to my colleagues, especially the correspondent from the Xinhua, because Xinhua is, the Chinese news agency, so they are good girls. And then I handed over my questions to writers and AFP and AP. So on behalf of me, they asked for me the questions that I would like to know. So that's what I want. So and then after the election, when in 1990, and only won with more than 80%. So they had to hand over the power to the elected party. They didn't want to do that. So they started changing the tune. This election is not to transfer the power to the elected party, but to write the constitution. They changed the tune. They are always lying to the people, to the world, to the elected party and the people. That's what they used to do. Can you imagine the soldiers, the generals, the men? Why are they lying? I don't know. I don't know how to accept them. Things like that. So anyway, and then I didn't give up going to those parties, making interviews, things like that. And then finally, at that time, Donald Trump was an authoress. And then I kept on going to see the other DEC members. And then the intelligence, they couldn't control me. So at last, I was taken away together with the LLD members. And then I was sentenced 3 years imprisonment with the army. I spent 5 years in the prison. But I didn't know that I was under tremendous pressure. I didn't know that I was in a family unit. I was pregnant. At the time I was arrested. So my youngest boy, he was born when I was in prison. So anyway, that's the life I fought. And then I'm not the only one. I wasn't the only one that suffered such tremendous pressure. There are many women. So I met a lot of women, some university girls, they are as young as 16 years, 17 years in the prison. So sometimes they cry, so we have to support them, not to give up. They are all together, they are sisterhood, things like that. So I spent a couple of years in prison. And then when I was finally released from the prison, I met my boy. Because, I didn't let him stay in the prison because inside the prison, it was not hygienic as well for a newborn baby. So I met my baby when he was 9 months old. So that was what I wanted. So after I was released, and I didn't have to sign any paper to get my release, but I was still under the radar. So the officer from our ward, I was told that I'm not allowed to leave Rangoon. If I'm going to leave, I'll have to inform them. And I'm not allowed to write anymore because I was a writer, I was a journalist. So all my freedoms were restricted. watch again. So then I decided it wasn't, I will be put into prison again. So I don't want to be put into prison again because I couldn't do any more than that. So I decided to leave the country. And then actually my parents and all my siblings, my brothers and sisters, they are all in Australia. They told me to come and join them. I said, no, I love my country. I'll keep on staying here. But at last I've got no choice. So I left the country in 1993. And I joined the BBC World Service in 1994 when I came here. And since then, I think, I felt that by joining the BBC Service, I felt that I'm always talking to my people. That is very much a relief for me. Otherwise, I would be totally lost. I totally lost contact with my people whom I love here. So at least I'm always talking to them. I hear their voices. I listen to them. So that's what I want. So really, I really appreciate all your presence here. I know that's what you are doing. So may I request, today is the last day of the Olympics. So the Olympic flame is leaving Japan. So Donald Trump used to say, freedom from here, okay? Freedom from here. So in order to have this freedom from here, we have to hold on to the freedom flame, okay? Freedom flame, together with you, wherever you go, till we have our goal. What is our goal? To have our democratic government again. Okay, now we are demanding for the federal government, which is very suitable for all of us. And here I would like to make an apology to the athletes as well who are standing here, because you've been treated very badly for years. Some of them who live in the cities, they didn't know about what was happening in the athlete areas. Now they realize, even in the cities, even in Rangoon, even in Mandalay, they were killed on the road. They were robbed at their own houses. They have no security at all, no life for them, no future at all. So please keep on going. I do appreciate. Please carry on this freedom flame till we meet our goal. Thank you very much. I really respect all of you.
Thank you very much, Ashinita. That's my dearest auntie. The reason I introduce a few speakers here is that I really appreciate, I see a lot of young people, young generation here, and I thought we need to know our history. I mean, I'm sure most of you know already, but to have a first hand and an